Hello, my name is Eileen. I'm an RN and I am missing my right hand, so I'm just showing a video on how to put on sterile gloves if you are lacking a hand or arm or whatever it is. So I will show you and be pointing out different places that you have to keep sterility and that kind of thing, and I'll try to use dominant, non-dominant, just to give you a clue. So obviously my left hand will be my dominant hand, right hand will be my non-dominant hand. And we'll get started. So a lot of the packages are different, but most of them are the same. So this is a size 7 sterile gloves. This is normally what I use, a 7 or a 7.5. I usually like 7.5 the best, but I couldn't find any spares in those. So what you're going to do first is you're just going to basically open up the package. It's, nothing crazy. I usually have like a flap or something, so I use my little hand to bear down on the flap and open it up. You don't want to open it up too quickly because you don't want the package to fly out and fall on the floor or something, but you don't have to worry about keeping like the outside of this package sterile. Nothing crazy. So this is what's inside. This was the plastic on the outside, so we'll just ditch that. Okay. Now this is where some of the technique comes in. So, oh sorry, went too fast. So you want to just fold out the package and flip it over so you have the words like facing, when they're facing you, they're like this, because that means the top of the gloves are here and the bottoms of the gloves are there, okay? Then you want to gently fold out from the corners because the middle of the package is going to be sterile. So you don't want to grab for the middle because you've already broken the sterility. So you just want to go from the outside in. You can kind of see in the middle. See how there's like that little strip? So you don't want to touch that. Okay. So what you're going to do, I don't know if you can see it. So there's like these little folds. You want to grab the little folds here. So you just kind of take the folds like that. This part, all the outside of this is not sterile. And you just pull it. And just kind of get the package all even. I may rip the front of the package, just so you can see this better, because it kind of folds up on itself. It kind of hovers over, so it would be hard for you guys to see. So when I do that, I'm breaking sterility, but I'm doing it for the purpose of the video. Okay, so then you're going to grab the other side right here with your dominant hand, flip it over. You can touch the corners, that's okay. Just know that you touched them. Okay, so again, you can see like how you can't see it, so I'm going to rip the front of this, and I know I'm breaking sterility, but again, just the purpose of the video. So you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, you guys can see now, so, okay. Not supposed to do that in real life, again. So what you're going to do is you're actually going to put the glove on your dominant hand first. I think in other videos they actually say to put it on your non-dominant hand first. We're actually going to put it on our dominant. So again, I'm going to start doing it with my left hand. So you're going to take your hand and kind of underside scoop it into the glove. And you're actually going to I use my little hand to help put it on too. So I'm just showing you. So here, this folded part here is non-sterile. The fingers and everything on the inside of it is sterile. And so right now, since our hands are non-sterile, that's the only part we can touch is this like little cuff part here. Okay, so you're gonna grab the glove, and these are so small. So you wanna get it underneath, and then I use my little hand to kind of figure out where all the fingers are, because that's honestly the hardest part. So just kind of wiggle your fingers in there, and I'm not breaking sterility because my hand's underneath, so it's okay. Honestly, finding the thumb is the worst part about this whole thing. And I found it, yay! So I normally wear a 7.5, so. All right, so we got the glove on the dominant hand. We did one half of this, and honestly the hardest half. So I kind of just use my little hand to maneuver underneath just so I can get, you know, my fingers all in the holes. And that's honestly the hardest part, because I usually end up using a smaller set so that the glove, when it gets on my right hand, doesn't slide off. It's a lot easier, honestly, to put on an 8. Oops, sorry, low battery. Okay, sorry about that, low battery. So one thing you can do is if you're really struggling to kind of slide your hand underneath or whatever, or maybe you have a shorter arm and you're not able to do that, another idea is to actually get maybe like a size 8, like a bigger glove for your dominant hand, and you can actually more easily glide it in and not use your other hand. And then for your other hand, then you just get another package open, just have 2 packages open, then use that size, you know, the other glove, and then slide it over, and then you won't have to worry about it falling off. So that's another idea, is you could just use a whole nother package, and your employer will say that's fine because that's, you know, reasonable accommodation. Okay, so we're gonna put it on the non-dominant hand. So you're gonna take like 2 fingers and you're gonna slide it underneath. Sorry, it's like sliding. So you're gonna slide it underneath, because I'm only touching the sterile parts right now. Oh, sorry, so you can see. See how I have my hands underneath? Okay. So then you're gonna put your little hand and kind of glide it through there. And slide it on, and voila. So unfortunately, one thing that you can't really fix, you can make the glove tighter, but you really can't get rid of this, which is kind of annoying when you're putting in Foley's and that kind of stuff. When I'm doing non-sterile things, I actually flip my glove inside out, and then the fingers don't bob around like this. But unfortunately with sterile gloves, this is just what we have to deal with. So I try to, you know, push them back or anything like that, you know, that kind of thing. But you know, that's unfortunately something that you can't really get rid of. So I hope that video helped. And so the big thing is, you know, you have to practice and use extra time, because it's like awkward hand techniques. So, and you're gonna be using different movements that you're not used to with your hands. So just hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, you can shoot a message to them on Facebook, and I can try to describe it to you a little bit better if the video did not help. And that's it. All right, I'm gonna take off these things. Get sweaty. Have a good day, guys. Bye.